Good morning everybody. Excuse the absolute state of me. I've literally just got out of the shower, so I quickly stuck my hair on top of my head and yeah, it's not looking too cute. But I wanted to vlog today and a bit of the weekend basically because I'm getting my eyebrows microbladed today. I'm a bit nervous, I won't lie. But yeah, I thought I would just like vlog the process. I'm gonna see if I can film when I'm actually in there. I'm not sure if I will be able to or not, but if not, I'm gonna obviously show you before and after and kind of vlog the healing process over the next couple of days, just so we can see what it's like. But yeah, so this is, oh, let's get into better lighting. This is my brows before. They're like an okay shape, but oh, I've got a spot there, that's gonna hurt, isn't it? But they're a little bit sparse and they're not even. Like, I much prefer the shape of this brow to this one. My arch is a lot higher on this, so I'm hoping they're just gonna even them out and just give me nice brows so that when I don't have makeup on, I still have a decent eyebrow, because the front is very like unshaped and missing basically. Oh my god, I can't take myself seriously looking like this. Look like a womble. But yeah, so I thought I would just jump on here and say hi, show you the quick before, then I'm gonna get ready because it's actually in Milton Keynes, so I've got to drive to Milton Keynes. But they gave me this numbing cream to put on an hour and a half before, and basically it takes me about an hour 45 to get to Milton Keynes, maybe an hour and a half, which means I would have to try and attempt to put that on, like I'd have to pull over and put that on when I'm trying to drive there. So I thought I'll actually get there really early. I'll go and find a Costa, I'll plonk myself in there, and then I've got like the time to put the numbing cream on beforehand. So oh, that spot, that's annoying, man. How inconvenient. Oh, it's a big one as well, look at that, damn it. So yeah, I'm gonna get myself ready and then I'll probably chat to you quickly before I head off. And just like that, she's looking more presentable. Oh, wrong way. That's better. Oh, so I'm ready. I've literally just stuck my hair up and put like my general daily makeup on. They told me to do my makeup basically so that they can see how I do my brows, and then they'll take it off. So that's why I filled my brows in, although typically I didn't do a very good job of it today, not having a good brow day, which is sod's law, isn't it? But hey ho. So I've done my makeup and I need to leave in about 15 minutes. I'm just getting my stuff together now. I've got like some forms that I need to fill out and take with me and stuff like that. So I'm just getting everything together. Got me numbing cream ready. But I just thought I'd, oh, don't look at that background. Woo, exposed. Did you see the mess? I thought I'd just check in with you quickly because this is possibly the last time you're going to be seeing me like this. Because I'm getting new brows and I'm so excited. I feel a bit nervous now as well because I don't know what to expect. And obviously it's quite risky. I mean, hopefully it's alright. But I actually, I'll explain properly like the process and how I found this place and everything later. But I've actually paid to be like a model, which means you get discounted price, but obviously it means that someone's like training on you, so that's what's making me a bit nervous. But they have people watching and stuff and like telling them what to do, so it'll be fine. I'm just being silly, but yeah, that's about it really. That's all I have to report. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a bit. Hi guys, currently in the car. Oh, the lighting's a bit weird. Does that make it any better? No, not really. And it's an hour and a half before my appointment, so I'm having to, oh my god, stop being clumsy would be great, apply my numbing cream to my eyebrows basically. They sent me a little pot in the post that I've got to apply an hour and a half before, and then every half an hour until my appointment. I don't really know how to do it because they told me to put my makeup on, right? And then I've got to put this numbing cream on, and I don't want it to rub my brow off if they need to see how I do my brows. It doesn't really make sense if I'm honest. But let's just do that. That'll do. They're a bit white. Actually, you can't really see them, to be honest. It's not too bad. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a little check-in and apply my numbing cream with you. I'll probably check in with you every half an hour just so you can see like the proper process and the prep and everything for it. If you're thinking of getting this done or whatever. But yeah, I've literally just sat in my car, had my lunch because I've made a lunch ready to bring with me. So I've got I had couscous, roasted veg and a couple of veggie sausages and with a bit of tzatziki. It was bloody delicious. Now I'm going to fill out my forms that I need to for my appointment, and I'll check back in with you in half an hour when it's time to do the next lot of numbing cream. Okay, round 2 of the numbing cream. My eyebrows feel really weird now. They feel quite tight and I don't know, a bit like tingly maybe. Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know. But this is my second layer anyway. I thought I'd just pop back on and do this with you. I just like to just patting it in because I don't want to rub my eyebrow off. So hopefully this is good enough. My eyebrows look grey now. It's so funny, you can't even tell them there properly. Oh right, another half an hour and then I'll be back to do the same again. Time for round 3. They're getting whiter each time. It's the final one. Lovely. So this is probably the last time I'm going to see you guys before, well, not probably, it definitely is the last time I'm going to see you guys before I go in and get my eyebrows done. I'll try and film if I can when I'm in there. If not, I'll just have to show you what they look like after when I'm out. But yeah, either way, I'll see you shortly. Hi, look at my stunning brows. Oh my god, they look so amazing. I just wanted to check in with you guys quickly before it gets dark. I'll talk to you about the procedure and everything, how long it took, pain and all that jazz when I get home or tomorrow or something. I just had a flat tire, so I've had that to deal with, which is great, but I will explain all that as well. But I just wanted to really quickly show you. Oh my god, they look so good. I freaking love them. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you them before I have my like 2-hour drive home. So I will check in with you tomorrow and explain all then. Good morning, everybody. Woo! Look at my eyebrows. I know that was probably supersonics then. Sorry for any headphone wearers. But I thought I would just check in with you and give you a little update on my brows. So this is what they're like, looking like the next day, day 2. They're starting to scab slightly. I don't know if you can see. Focus on the old brow, please, camera. Oh no, it's hard to see, you can't see. But I'm so happy, like the shape is incredible and they just look like I've got naturally really hairy eyebrows, which is what I've always dreamed of. So I'm very excited about this. They are darker than and warmer than they will be by the time they heal. They said it takes about 4 to 7 days, depending on how quick you heal with things, for them to like scab and heal in that sense. And after about 10 days, I think they said, the colour will have reduced by about 20%, so it won't be as dark. It will be, you know, closer to my natural hair colour. They will also get cooler as well as they heal, because the colour I picked out was a much cooler tone, but they had to add an adjuster to warm it up because it cools down naturally anyway. So by the time it's healed, it will be the actual colour I picked, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then it takes about 6 weeks for them to, no, 4 to 6 weeks, I think, for them to fully heal, again, depending on how quick you are at healing. And in about 6 weeks time, I just go in for a little top up, because some of these might not stick, so it may go slightly patchy, which is normal, and then they just fill it in and top them up. so that they will look like this again, and then when they heal they actually stay like this. It's just like sometimes the pigment might not grab, so that's why they suggest a top up. I think it's like 4 to 12 weeks after, or 6 to 12 weeks after, but they told me it will have to be 6. The place I went to don't let you book in unless it's been 6 weeks. So that's me little aftercare. Oh, I've also been given a balm to put on 4 times a day. I'm assuming to keep the pigment in and keep them moisturised. Hopefully that will help with the scabbing as well, because I don't really fancy going to work Monday and my eyebrows be hanging off. So, oh my god, I literally can't stop staring at them. Like, that's all I've done all morning. Yeah, so I thought I would talk you a little bit through the procedure, answer any like kind of common questions that I think may come up, and then if you have any more questions, just pop them in the comments down below and I will answer them. So let's start with how I came about and found my place. So I actually went on the HD Brows website. I think it redirected me to a Nouveau, which I think is their training group, something like that. But I went on the HD Brows website. You can scroll right down to the bottom and it says about applying to become a model, and from that it gave me an email address. So I just contacted them and inquired, and then they gave me a call. They taught me through the procedure. They asked if I had anything done to my brows and anything like that before, because I think if you've had microblading before, then you can't go in to be a model. But if you just have like tinting and shaping, then that's fine. I've literally never even had that. My eyebrows were like completely untouched, other than I would occasionally pluck them or wax them or whatever, but I've never actually had anyone professionally do anything to them. So yeah, I contacted them. It cost me £60 to do. That includes my top up, because obviously I'm a model, so someone is actually training on me. However, the person that is showing them what to do and training them is there the whole time. They're so thorough. They taught them through every step of the way, and if they didn't think that the person doing the training was good enough and understood enough to do my brows, then they wouldn't have let them do it and they would have actually taken over. So that's comforting. Like I said, they were extremely thorough. So I went, I think they've got 4 different training academies across the UK. So there's the Milton Keynes one, there's one in Croydon, I think there's possibly one up in Leeds, because I think that's where the headquarters is, and there's one more west. I can't remember where, but again, it tells you, or they give you a list when you like inquire to become a model anyway. But yeah, I went for the Milton Keynes one because that and Croydon is probably similar distance for me, but I just went for the Milton Keynes one. I thought that would probably like be easiest for me to get to. So I got that booked in. They're quite busy. I mean, I could have got booked in for one in January. I booked this in December. However, it was on a day that I couldn't do. I think they only had Wednesday available, so I asked for a Thursday or a Friday appointment, and the next one I could get on a Friday was Friday the 13th. Phew, thank God that went well. Of March. So I got booked in. You have to pay up front, so I paid my £60 and then that was me done, which was nice. So like I said, that includes my consultation and well, I say consultation, you like have the consultation once you're there, the procedure, and then my top up in 6 weeks, which is an amazing price because microblading usually costs about £300. When I first booked it, they sent me the information packs out in the post. I had to do a patch test just to check that I was okay with the pigment and the numbing cream, and then I filled out all my forms, and when I went there we talked through it all yesterday. When I say they're thorough, I was there for 3.5 hours. Now that wasn't the entire time doing the eyebrows. Obviously it's going to take longer because it's a training environment, so it's not someone just coming in, getting the shape and starting. So the trainer lady Sue was talking the girl who was training, Fran, through the procedure, not the procedure, but you know, was talking her through how you do the consultation, the sort of questions you should ask, what kind of look I'm going for, what I wanted, why I wanted it, how long I've been thinking about doing it. Like, they ask all these questions, which is really good. I think they like to make sure that someone knows that obviously it's permanent, the aftercare, what it's going to be like, and everything like that. So we discussed the shape and went through all the forms. I had to obviously like sign to say I was okay with it all and stuff. That probably took about 45 minutes because she was talking her through it again. And there were some bits that I hadn't filled out. We were just discussing and chatting in general as well, because they're really nice girls, or ladies. And then they start drawing the shape. So they, like, it's literally a science. They put like a measure thing in there. They work out all the points where, you know, your brow should start, where your arch should hit, where your tail should end, and all that. And then they discuss with me the shape. They have this pencil and they draw in the hairlines and the shape of like the brow and stuff as well. And you have to say whether you like them or not. Like, don't be scared to say, oh no, I don't really like that bit, because it's going to be permanent, it's going to be on there forever, so you've got to be happy with it. So yeah, we adjusted a few little bits. I wanted like a slightly higher arch because the first brow drawn on was a little bit flatter, so they changed that, and we talked through what we liked, and the fact that I like quite a structured brow, but I like it to look very feathery and quite natural and all that sort of stuff. So I'd say the drawing on probably took another hour, I want to say, maybe an hour and a half. It did take a long time. Again, obviously she was talking her through it. So Sue, who was doing the training, did the first brow. No, Fran did the first brow, then Sue adjusted it based on what I say, and was like teaching her how to change it to how I wanted it. And then Fran matched the other brow, and that's the bit that takes ages because obviously you have to get them like even and matching. So yeah, that probably took about an hour and a half, but it's so worth it, because obviously once you've said yes and you've okayed how they've drawn them on, then that's how they tattoo or microblade them on. So I kept checking in the mirror, and we went through the colours as well and everything like that. And then I laid down on the bed, and yeah, that probably took about an hour. Maybe it was an hour drawing on, and then about an hour and a half of the actual microblading. So that leads me on to numbing, pain, all that stuff. So they sent me numbing cream in the post, which I had to apply an hour and a half before, and then every half an hour up to my appointment. They actually asked me to fill in my brows how I normally would, and then I popped the numbing cream on top. I think they did that because then it just gives them an idea of how I like my brow, because, you know, they can visually see how I've done it myself, as well as me saying what I would like and all that stuff. Then they wipe the numbing cream off, obviously do the drawing, then they make the first couple of lines to get the shape, and then they put more numbing cream on, and the second batch of numbing cream they put on, they have to do it once the skin has opened slightly, because then it goes, like, you know, actually into your skin and really does numb it, ready so they can make the next like all the little hair strokes. So I think the ones that they did were like, you know, this one at the front, and sort of created harsher lines just to get the shape, and then they put the numbing cream on. So the actual microblading bit, the first bit, you can, I have quite a good pain threshold, I think. You can kind of feel, well, you can feel it, but it's not painful. I'd say like the initial, when the blade first goes in, that's like a little bit, stings a bit, or it's like a little bit scratchy, and then you can just feel them almost like doing that on your head. So I wouldn't say it was painful. I'd say on a scale of like 1, you can feel it a little bit, but it's totally bearable, to 10, that really freaking hurts. She asked me to explain this. She was like, if you could score it from 1 to 10, 1 where it's kind of, you can feel it but it's bearable, and 10 you want to punch Fran in the face because it hurts, what would you rate it? And I was like, oh, probably like a 1 or a 2. Like, it really doesn't hurt, you can just like, it feels a little bit scratchy. That's the only way I can describe it. And then they put the numbing cream on, and I won't lie to you, that stings a little bit, but again, bearable. I'd say it literally puts it up to like a 3, and it's for about 10 seconds, the initial sting, and then it's fine, and obviously it starts to numb. So it's a good sting, it's worth it, because then you don't feel all the other little incisions or microblades. I don't know what the professional terms are, but you know, you don't feel the rest of it. So then they do the next lot and they wipe it, and then they do another layer of numbing cream. So I think for like each round, because there's like different hair strokes they need to do, so for each round they wipe your brow, put a next layer of numbing cream on, then do the different type of hair stroke. So I think I had about 3 or 4 times where it was wiped and then re-numbed, so it's fine the whole time. It's not painful, it stays at like a 2, the numbing cream doesn't wear off, you're fine. And then the only other thing that stings a little bit is once they've completed the brow and they've microbladed, which they pick the pigment up on their blade and then like score it into your skin. Oh, score it, that's a horrible word, but you know, microblade it into your skin so the colour is there. They then do this thing called a pigment bath, where they just run the pigment across your brow just to really get it in there. The only other thing that may hurt occasionally is they really stretch your skin to obviously like make it tight so it doesn't hurt when they're doing it, but then they have to like pull it apart to open up the little incisions just to make sure the pigment really gets in there. So they kind of do that and then put the pigment bath on, and you only have it on for like 3 minutes, but again that's similar to the numbing cream and that stings a little bit when it first goes on. But that's it. Like I was a bit nervous, not gonna lie. I've never had a tattoo in my life, so I didn't know what to expect. I was a little bit worried that it was gonna hurt, especially as obviously it's quite a sensitive area. But yeah, I would say it was, sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. I'd say it was a like pain level of 2 the entire time, and then 10 seconds of when the numbing cream or the pigment bath went on, it was like a 3 at the absolute most. But seriously, it was fine. So yeah, then that took about an hour and a half, and then I got to see my beautiful brows, so I'm so happy with them. Then I had the potential issue of a flat tire, but then I was thinking, great, I'm going to be stranded in Milton Keynes with a flat tyre. I've never changed a tyre in my life. Thankfully I had a spare, and Sue, the training lady, was like, right, I know how to change a tyre, let's go have a look. I was like, oh my god, this poor woman, she's just met me and she's having to change my tyre for me. But it was okay. In the end, we actually just like had a proper look and realised that basically my tyre pressure had gone down a lot, and to be fair, I hadn't done it for like 6 months, and I've done quite a lot of driving recently, so that was my bad. I should have definitely checked that, but I'm not very good with things like that. So yeah, then I had to go and fill up air, and it should have been like my rear tyre pressure should be 38 and it was on like 21, which is really bad. But I'm just going to keep an eye on it, and I need some new tyres anyway. But yeah, I was thinking, oh no, I'm an hour and a half or 2 hours away from home and I'm going to be stranded. I couldn't find my information on my breakdown cover, so I thought, well, that's fucking typical. But no, it was all alright in the end, thank God. So yeah, that's, I think I've probably answered most things to do with like pain, the procedure, the shape, colour, all that sort of stuff. Healing, aftercare. Obviously it may vary depending on who you go to, but that was just my experience, and they were so amazing, made me feel super comfortable, literally explained every step of the way. So if you want microblading but perhaps can't afford it, because that was me, I was like, I can't justify 300 quid on brows, but I really want them done mainly for when I'm not wearing makeup, I've still got brows, then that was just an affordable way for me to do it, and they are literally stunning. I'm so happy with them. So that is all my chatting and blabbering. Sorry, I probably spoke really fast then, because I always do that when I'm trying to get a lot of information out but not bore people to death. Let's take a breath. So that's probably all the chatting I'm going to be doing this video. I'm just going to check in every day and show you what they look like and the healing process and stuff. Probably every day right up until a week maybe. So I had them done on Friday the 13th. I might go up to the Friday or the Saturday, maybe even the Sunday. So you've got like 9 days, and then I'll be uploading this video on the Sunday night. So yeah, I'll show you what they look like every day, just so you can see how they heal, how they change, if they scab and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow for another check-in. Hello everybody, it's now day 3, so I'm just checking in with my brows. I'll get close so you can see. They've gone a little bit scabby, and darker, but you can see like the difference with the hairs and the actual microbladed bit now because they've scabbed. But I'm still absolutely buzzing with them. I love them. I think they look so good. Like, look here, I just look like I've got really hairy eyebrows and I love it. Yeah, so I've just been applying my balm that they've given me each day. I'm meant to apply it a minimum of 4 times a day, and I just make sure I wash my hands before I do it, and I just pop it on with this and just literally like run it through. So I'm about to do my next lot of that. But yeah, so this is day 3 healing process, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Hello everybody, so it is day 3. Hang on, let's go into the light, that's better. Ooh, too much light. It is, no, that's a lie, day 4. Well, it's Monday and I had it, hang on, just wanted to get my jacket off. Yeah, it's Monday and I had it done Friday, so day 4 really, of the eyebrows. Today was the first day I wore makeup because I went to work, so I was putting makeup on. You're not meant to get makeup on these for 72 hours, so I was just very careful like where I put my concealer. But let's give you a close-up look. So the colour has faded a little bit now, and it has cooled down. It's not as warm. It was very warm tone on the second day. But yeah, they're looking more like the colour I would usually have them now, which is very exciting. But yeah, they're not, they don't feel as scabby. No, they don't. They still are a little bit scabby, but they don't feel as scabby. And they've not been that itchy yet, so I'm fingers crossed I'm going to get away with that and it not be too itchily, making up new words, itchily, not be too itchy, because I feel like that will be hard. I'll have to like pat them and stuff. But yeah, so I just thought I would check in and show you what they're looking like. I'm still loving them. So this is them with absolutely no product on whatsoever, and I'm so obsessed. Excuse the rest of my makeup. The balm I have to put on them makes all my makeup melt off, so I actually can't wait to just get this makeup off now, to be honest. But yeah, that's my little check-in. I will check in with you tomorrow. Well, obviously, because I said I'm going to do it every day. Might put a little bit of makeup in them tomorrow. I don't know yet. Not that I really need to, but I might just sort of shape them a little underneath. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. But yeah, I'm still obsessed with them and I love them. Oh, there's a bit of fluff on my camera. So yeah, and they haven't been, that's what I meant to say to you, they haven't been sore or painful at all. They felt a little bit tender the evening that I got them done. Not even tender, because like if I moved my brows it wasn't sore, but I could just sort of tell that I'd had something, you know, done. I actually, to be honest, the worst thing was I had a headache, and I think that's because I hadn't eaten that much. I was dehydrated, and obviously they've been like playing around with this area for a few hours, so that was the worst thing. But the next day it was fine. This morning they felt a little bit stiff when I woke up, but I put the balm on and the scab seemed to have pretty much gone now, which was pretty quick. So yeah, no, they're feeling good and I'm very happy with them. So I will speak to you tomorrow for another check-in. Hello everybody, so it is now day 5, another check-in. Don't mind my new friend that's decided to pop up on my cheek, that was nice of it. But yeah, just another check-in with the brows. So this is how they're looking. I'm still putting the balm on, which is why they look quite saturated at the moment, because I literally just put it on. But the colour is like, has cooled down a lot now. It's way yeah, way better than it was. Other than that, it's not really changed a lot. It's still not like scabbed loads. It is scabbing a little bit, but it's not like to a point where it's flaking off. I'm obsessed with them. I still love them. Like the shape is still amazing. This is still with nothing in my brows, and they just look hairy and I love it. But yeah, they felt a little bit stiff earlier on, and they've been a little bit more itchy today, but still bearable. Like it's not horrendous. I've just had to like occasionally tap my eyebrows with my finger, or I've been doing this if they're really itchy, but that's about it. And I haven't had to do it that much. It's only like occasionally. So yeah, that's today's check-in, and I shall check in again tomorrow. Hi guys, it's the next day now. I've completely lost count of which day it is, but it's like day number, I mean. It's Wednesday anyway, and I had them done Friday. So are we counting Friday as day one, or are we counting Saturday as day one? I don't know. But I just wanted to do a check-in. I nearly forgot again. I'm not getting very good at this, but just don't mind this. I've put the balm in it again, but they're still looking good. They are starting to scab slightly. I don't know if you can see. My scab is starting to peel slightly here. I don't know if you can really see that. Only a tiny bit, so I'm trying not to touch it, but it feels a tiny bit itchy, but nothing too bad. But yeah, I'm still loving them, still obsessed. Love the colour. So yeah, another check-in tomorrow. Hello everybody. Sorry, you can probably hear my washing spinning in the background. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? But it is Thursday now, so time for another check-in. I haven't done anything to my brows today. Obviously I haven't got any makeup on today. I've just cleansed my face, making sure I don't get my brows wet. But I haven't put any balm on yet because I wanted to show you what they look like without any balm at the moment. So this is them. Oh yeah, you can see, woo, you can see like where they're scabbing a little bit, and the scabs are starting to peel ever so slightly, so I've just got to be careful that I don't knock them or anything so that the pigment stays in. But they're still looking great. Obviously this is with absolutely no product in. I'll try and find a picture or like take a screenshot from one of my old videos or something when I had no brows. And I'll put it at the end of this video so you can see a before and after. But this is what they're looking like currently. Really loving them. They're still a little bit itchy, but nothing too major. Like I occasionally get like a little itch, so I'll kind of just tap with my finger or just like press or something. But it's not like they're constantly itchy, so it's completely bearable, thank goodness, because that's what I was worried about. But yeah, loving them. So I'll check in tomorrow again, and that would have been a week since I've had the procedure. So I shall check in with you tomorrow. Hello everybody, it has now, oh that's a lie. Oh wait, what day is it? Is it Thursday or Friday? It's Friday. It's been a week since I've had my eyebrows done. This is the first day I've properly put makeup on them. So I've just made them a bit thicker for when I've got slightly heavier makeup on basically. But I didn't have to fill them in. I literally did the line underneath, the line around the arch, and then just filled in like the odd little gap and bits at the front, and it literally took me like 2 seconds to do my eyebrows, which is great because that usually takes me a good few minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to like test out what it's like with makeup actually properly in them. All I'd done earlier in the week was like slightly line underneath. They said to leave it for 72 hours, but I just wanted to, you know, give it a bit longer just to be sure. But they're really fine, still tiny bit itchy, but again not major. These scabs are starting to like peel ever so slightly, so I don't know if you can see here, there's a bit hanging off there. Gross, I know, sorry. And I was putting my balm on last night actually, and a little bit of scab came off on my cotton wool bud, and I was like, shit, is that meant to happen? But I've got a top up booked in, so if that has come off and the pigment hasn't stayed, then they can just top that up, thankfully, because I was like, no, because it's like the shape at the front of my brow. I've still got like this bit here, a bit of sort of this tiny bit here, a bit of the scab came off, and I was like, oh, bugger. But yeah, so other than that, still loving them. They're fine, not uncomfortable. They don't feel stiff anymore either. They're not tender at all. Like they were literally a tiny bit tender on the first night I came home, and then that was it. So zero pain, which is great, because obviously I didn't know what to expect. I've never even like had a tattoo before, so I literally went in with like zero knowledge of what it could potentially be like. But yeah, it was fine. All that's happening now is, yeah, just like this little bit of scabbing, which I'm not going to like pick or pull off. I'm just gonna leave it and hope that it like heals okay, basically. So I was gonna finish it here, but I think I may as well do a check-in tomorrow and Sunday as well, just so you can see what they're like, and then this video will be going up Sunday evening anyway. So yeah, I shall speak to you tomorrow for another brow update. Probably going to be the longest video in the world this, but hey ho. Hello everybody, another day, another brow update. It's Saturday evening now, so it's been a week and a day since I've had the treatment. So just another check-in. They're looking good. I filled them in again today. I've had more of the scabs fall off like last night and a little bit this morning, but I think they're kind of just going to naturally do that over time. I'm not pulling them, it's just they kind of naturally come off. So I think you can probably see some of the little scabby bits, maybe. Perhaps more so here. They're only like half scabs now, but yeah, they're slowly coming away. Still feeling a little bit itchy today. Actually, today's probably been the itchiest I've felt. It's not a constant itch, but I just get a sudden sharp itch and I'm like, ooh, and then I have to like tap it with my nail or something. Oh my god, a bit of fluff fell from nowhere and I thought it was a spider. But yeah, so that is today's update. Tomorrow morning will be my final check-in, or tomorrow will be my final check-in with you guys. So yeah, I'll show you them without makeup on tomorrow when I do my check-in, just so you can see how they are, and then I'll just update you in general whenever I next vlog, just so you can see, you know, once they're fully healed, I'll show you what they're like. But yeah, so I will see you in the morning for my final update. Hi guys, excuse my pineapple head, but it is Sunday evening now. I'm literally just about to upload this video and I'm just doing my final update. So I haven't got any makeup on today, as you can tell. Got my little red cheeks out and you can see my glasses marks, which I've just taken off so you can see properly. But this is my brows. They're looking quite shiny because I've got the balm in them again. Still applying that. I'm just going to basically keep applying that until I run out, I think. But yeah, they're still looking great. Still scabby. The scabs are like peeling off a lot more now though. Like I had a couple more fall off this morning. And at the front of the brow it's faded quite a bit. That's from where the scabs have come off. But Sue said to me, basically the healing is a bit weird. They'll go really dark, then by about a week they fade by about 20%, which is the case, and they've cooled down loads like she said they would, and then whilst they're healing they almost like disappear, because when your scabs are healing, like new skin forms over the top and that kind of masks the colour. So then once they're fully healed, your colour comes back and you can see them properly. So yeah, I mean, it's not like they've disappeared. They're way more visible than before I had this done. So yeah, and I've booked in my top up as well for May, so I'll probably do a vlog of that again at some point. I probably wouldn't do a whole vlog dedicated to it, but I imagine I'll probably try and vlog that weekend or whatever, just so you can see. So yeah, that's it really. They've not really been itchy today as well. I feel like that's completely finished and the scabs are just flaking off now. So I'd say they're pretty much nearly done their initial healing process, and then like I said, yeah, in 6 weeks time is when they've properly healed. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog and that it was helpful. I will leave the link to the website down below where you can apply to be a model like I did. I was seriously so impressed with them, would highly recommend. I would also, if you're thinking of doing a treatment like this, obviously it's like a permanent thing, it's a tattoo, so give it some serious thought first. Do your own research as well, but yeah, if you're wanting to go off of a recommendation and do it in an affordable way, I would recommend using the people that I went through. So yeah, I will leave the link to their website down below and then you can like look into it yourself basically. So yeah, thank you so much for, oh god, my hair, seriously, like what do I look like? It's ridiculous. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I hope you're all staying safe and well in this funny time that we're having in the UK. Sending you all my love and I will see you soon.